You guys, it is such a treat. We have today with us Jenna Brown. We are so lucky to have her today as the co-host. Please welcome Jenna Brown.
Thank you so much. Thanks so much for having me, Tippy. I'm delighted to be here.
So why don't you tell the people? I feel like you should really, take these reins and tell the people why you're here.
So I was invited here yesterday because I'm amazing. No, just because co-host Tallulah has officially popped. Yay!
Boom. Out the vagine.
Yeah, the vagine has been emptied and she has given birth. So congratulations to Tallulah. She has a beautiful baby boy and I will be taking her place tonight.
Today, we have an amazing, special guest that I met at Pride this year. I'm so happy to welcome her. Her name is Natasha Case. She is a CEO, entrepreneur, a mother, and a poly queen. Everybody strap up. This is going to be a ride. And welcome, Natasha.
Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
Let's just talk about how we met. We met at Pride. You were with your wife and your girlfriend.
Yes, I was with my wife and my wife was with her girlfriend.
All right. And starting this off good.
Yeah. Let's just get in there.
All right.
I was flabbergasted only because, look, it's always so fascinating for me to dive into these different dynamics that, for me, my heart would explode. But I think it's so cool when other people are able to do it successfully.
Yeah.
So cool. Everybody can find their own thing.
Yes. And I think that's ultimately my philosophy. There's no one right fit for everyone. And hopefully more freedom and more space to figure that out, and not judge and accept and just learn. And also in your own life, you could have a totally different, MO. Maybe you want to be monogamous for a period of time and then that changes, goes back,
Totally.
Yeah.
And something that we really talk about on this show is preferences. And everybody has their own preferences.
Amen. No judgment.
Zero judgment here, all love. And that's why we're so fascinated. We really want to dive into this.
Curiosity, though. Lots of curiosity.
Oh my
I
God.
love the curiosity and I love to answer questions.
Okay.
It's fun.
Yay.
I'm so excited. So you're married. How does the evolution? I just want to know how it goes from were you guys doing this before you got married? Take us from inception of polyism.
Yes.
For this specific relationship.
I mean, when I look back before my marriage, I think the seeds were planted in me in terms of now I recognize how I was going about certain relationship structures or dynamics, but I didn't have, I think, the words, which shows you the power of words to even understand that it was there. So I don't think I was acting on it as much, but I met Freya. We met when we were 25, so we were very young.
I love young love, young gay love.
Yes, young gay love.
That's young.
Yeah, I know. I look back at it now, especially wow, I mean, we were babies. I thought I had seen the world. I'd done so much when I met Freya, but
Was this your first lick?
it was, no, but it was hers.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. It was the first girl. And I guess I'm just that good.
Yeah.
She was batting 1,000 out the gate.
Wow.
And
She married her first lick.
That is a huge deal. That doesn't happen very often.
That's a flex. I feel like you should go on a PR campaign about that.
Yeah.
Great PR for the streets.
Yeah.
It's marketing for your business.
Yes,
Just be like,
I
hey, by
think.
the way.
My wife married me first lick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. You
Not
want to
saying
test that out?
anything.
You're going to be in. Yeah.
Wow.
It was just one of those things. We were actually talking about this just yesterday, even because it was our 13-year wedding anniversary yesterday.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And 17 years together. And we were just sharing the first night that we got together. I was we were obsessed, we were up all night, doing fun things. Yeah. And I was just she's also my best friend. We just had so much in common. It was so easy to be around her. It's such a strong connection immediately. And I actually brought not our first date. We were supposed to have our first date on, I think, a Wednesday. And on a Tuesday, I got a text from her, I want to see you tonight in addition to tomorrow. Very direct, very forward. And I was at a dinner party making the ice cream sandwiches just for testing them out amongst friends. And I got her text and I was like, I got to go right now, guys. And I'm taking the ice cream sandwiches with me. And they all kind of melted in the car, mainly because she's the ops person. I'm the visionary ideas. She's, she has a great vision too, but I needed that. That was my perfect compliment.
And you're talking about your brand, Cool House. house
Yes.
that you formed from a baby seedling now
Yes.
to the vibrant company that it is today,
Yes.
a queer-owned
Yes.
ice cream company.
First lick.
Yeah. That was spot on. Yeah, nailed it. Yeah, yeah. A lot of licking going
Oh,
on.
yeah.
It wasn't even Cool House yet. I don't even think we had the name, but I brought the ice cream sandwiches to her. And then, yeah, we just basically, like, we invented that together from that moment. Like, it was like, we're doing this. We're falling in love. We're making the ice cream.
You both licked melted cream all night.
All night.
That's it. Yeah. It was very
Romantic.
poetic. Yeah. All in. It was actually our love child.
How did you meet her?
I met Freya because I studied in Italy with Cornell. She went to Cornell here. I went to Berkeley. And
Smart people.
if you're going to have an architecturally inspired ice cream sandwich company, what can you do? So I had a friend that I studied abroad with that we all kind of came back to LA and it was like, you have to meet my friend Freya from college. It actually, her name, it's a memorable name, Freya Streller. And I had recalled it from Italy when I was in Rome. The mutual friend, I remember she was making this list of like people who owed her money that she was going to collect when she got back to Ithaca, New York. And I
Like
remember
a mob
number one,
boss.
Freya Streller.
What did she owe?
Well, it's a lot to own someone in college, It
Like
could be
$200?
25, it could be 100.
I was thinking
that's
500,
true.
but
Yeah.
maybe that was excessive.
Yeah, well, college.
I went on the extra.
$2.50.
Private school, Cornell, could be.
It could be
$200.
500 at
Yeah.
Cornell.
Yeah.
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 It depends on,
There's
Yeah.
a lot of what I like to call individuals that have independent investors there.
Right.
Exactly.
Of course.
Their parents. So she was like, you got to meet Freya. You're going to be best friends. She invites both of us to her birthday party. Yeah. And walking to this party, I split my pants. This is
You
the
did this
theme.
today.
Yeah, these pants are also having a problem. It's all coming
Yes,
full circle.
Natasha
Meaning
has
it's a me
revealed
issue.
to us prior to filming that she was at the beach and split her pants. So she is flaps out here at this podcast.
Yes.
You guys
You
just
got an
can't
orange
see it.
swimsuit. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel very exposed, but that's what I'm here to do. Like share and
Expose
be open.
yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And anyway, I split my pants walking to the party, and I literally stood there in the street like, do I continue? Do I go to this party, or is this my night? And I thought someone at this party is going to have a change of clothes. It's a house party, which they did. I wait for Freya till 3:30 in the morning. And not a lot of good things start at 3:30 in the morning, typically. And I tried to sneak out multiple times, and the mutual friend kept saying, you cannot leave until Freya gets here. And this was not a romantic setup. This was meeting a friend. Finally, Freya shows up surrounded by men. Her boyfriend at the time, her coworker who was infatuated with her, and a customer. She worked in affordable housing, but she was moonlighting at a restaurant. So one of the customers had followed her to this party, another guy. And
Well,
I
that's
saw
a
her.
really interesting juxtaposition. She worked in affordable housing
Yeah.
and she moonlit
Yeah.
as a what?
At a restaurant.
At a-
She wanted to learn the
Okay.
hospitality business, food business.
What a
Understandable.
go-getter.
Yeah.
She really
Hustler,
is. Oh, you have no idea. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Attractive.
Yeah. Very attractive. We just did this work and personality test. We're both Mavericks both of us.
Oh, wow.
You need things to ground you,
Yeah.
the kids, the work, so I think we have those
girlfriends.
forces. A lot of girlfriends keep you grounded. They
Yeah.
definitely do. But yeah, so I saw Freya surrounded by men and I just thought, gay. Saw it right away.
That girl's
My
gay.
gaydar for women is, I could
smelled
see
it.
right through it. Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. Scent. And
The lesbian scent.
yeah. And we chatted briefly, not I think about professional things, very professional.
Of course.
Which was a very gay conversation.
I should probably do that more.
Looks like me too.
It could work here and there.
It'll work
Yeah.
better for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, no. And we exchanged business cards.
Shut up. You had business cards at 25?
Yeah, we did have business cards. Wow. Yeah.
Mavericks.
And yes, Mavericks. We were Mavericks, baby Mavericks living at home with our parents. And she saw another mutual friend that happened to know both of us the next day. And she said, I just met Natasha. And this friend said, oh, I know Natasha. Imagineer. That's what I was doing at the time. Triathlete. I only did the running part on the Disney team. Architect. Lesbian. And I wasn't I was not fully out, but thank God that I got that label. And I got the label because we had all been at my high school soccer goalie's birthday party where it's assumed everyone's gay.
Right.
It's a goalie,
I mean, come
I
so
feel like they're all gay
They're-
on the soccer team.
on. Yeah.
One would hope.
I dated a rugby captain. So we all know what the rugby team does.
Yeah.
but anyway, when I emailed her the next day, she was like, oh, this is a lesbian emailing me. She wanted to have a practice girlfriend. She had been through all the men. and it wasn't working out. So we met each other at a great place.
She emailed
Wait,
you?
what?
Yeah. Yeah.
It was an email.
The email is
The
what
email
struck
you
me.
sent
That's
me.
the first thing I thought. I said, she emailed you?
She emailed
We
you.
emailed.
What year was
Yeah.
that?
But
2008.
still,
But still, that could have been an AIM or a MySpace message.
there could have been a phone call.
There could have been a phone call.
Like
I
it
love
was,
the email, though. You guys are so
To
professional.
my work line, she could have
Business
called
calls.
me, you know?
She asked you for a practice girlfriend.
She revealed to me later on that she was looking for a practice girlfriend.
Okay.
And that was, that was good enough for me, I guess, And
sign me up.
Yes. And then we started G-chatting, also dating
Okay.
the moment. And she basically asked me out, but like she was going to see a different girl that was maybe going to be her practice girlfriend, and she was going to see me after in the same night. Yeah.
She was interviewing for the practice girlfriend.
She was straight up interviewing.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
If you're going to do it well,
Right.
and make sure that you
Yeah.
made the right decision.
exactly. And give your business cards to everyone.
And that's exactly Freya. Fail fast, if it's not, get through it. Yeah.
Wow.
Mhm. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It sounds like you two
Yeah.
are meant to be a little bit.
It was kind of felt very meant to be. Yeah. 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 It did feel like finding something.
This is blowing my
like-
mind.
It was great. And so that was going to be on the Wednesday, but I got moved up ahead of Cynthia. I remember her name. Cynthia, are you out there? Yeah.
Okay, you got moved
Cynthia,
up before
got
Cynthia.
moved up.
You missed out.
Yeah. Oh, and this is also, if you know my wife as well, when she invited me on that, I got moved up, right? And she'd come and meet me for a drink at the Belmont. That's where we met.
It sounds fancy.
I was not this cool at 25. I was in rehab.
It's good. Looking for a practice
24,
girlfriend.
actually. Oh, man.
We
Different
were
metaverses.
nerds.
Yeah, love that.
This is
You know?
this is great stuff.
I love it.
Okay.
This is how normal people live.
This was something,
Something's
Yeah.
wrong with us.
Go ahead.
I go to meet Freya. She's with two friends, which when you're 25, like meeting the friends right away, it
Is
was like it was an
aggressive.
ambush.
Yeah.
It was an ambush.
That's a
is what
lot.
It was. And
It was
that's
an
Freya.
attack.
Yeah. So I just took her to the bathroom. We started making out. Yeah.
Did the first look happen in the bathroom? Or
Once we were knowing we wanted to continue the affair, we were deciding which one of our parents' house we should go back to since we both lived at home, and we decided her mom's had a guest house. It was more private.
wow,
Yeah.
the guest house.
Did you on the first night?
Yes.
Beautiful.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's
I
for sure.
love that. Love that.
Oh, beautiful.
And then also, this is one of the things I loved right away. In the morning, she said, I started to get dressed and was going to go, to my job or whatever. And she's like, "Are you going to wear that?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's my clothes." And she was like, "No, I'm going to give you something better." And Freya's like very good at she elevates people's style, And I was like, "I like this. Yeah, help me."
That's
Said,
so
okay.
romantic.
You said, I'm
yeah,
down.
Yeah. 2008 was a weird fashion time. It was
a weird
time. Yeah. So
Jenna Brown, have you ever not on the first night? I just wanted to know.
I love going to the guest house. I'm a big fan of the guest house and
Yeah.
the first lick. I always on the first night.
You
Yeah.
have to test drive for me. And look, everybody's different. If you guys like to wait, beautiful in lesbian land. If you like to wait to mate, then, please do.
you should.
Yeah.
But for me personally, I'm like, I want to know if we are compatible.
Yeah.
Right.
If we are both masters of what I like to call masters of the dark arts.
Of course. Yes.
Yes.
I'm a
Great.
Slytherin. I would like to know if you would like to Slytherin as well. You know what I mean?
And
Yeah.
it's the fail fast. Same
Exactly.
idea, right?
Same
yeah.
thing.
Because
Completely
it's a
correct.
very important part of a relationship.
It truly is. And you've been together with your wife for a long time. You find that this is like really something crucial.
Yeah,
to have
absolutely.
compatibility in.
Yes, absolutely. And I think it's not only the act, but the conversations, because even in a great first night, only so much could be accomplished potentially. So just sort of early on knowing, what is kind of the desire level, what are maybe even at some point early just about if kinks are really important to you or whatever. I feel like gay men are the masters of this. And, you could be only really realizing that or talking about it like after you're married.
Oh, no. I
And-
have to get that out right
Exactly,
away only because
yes.
of the way that, I like to
Of course.
mate.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we're
Yeah.
maters.
You're
Yeah. Yeah,
You're
you gotta
aware.
go, like first, 30 minutes you talk about pegging, right? Like that's it. Yeah.
I mean,
Exactly.
whatever it is that you're
Exactly.
into, I just need to know if you like to do it
Yeah.
in a certain way.
Of course.
That's great.
Because
Exactly.
I know you were an Imagineer, but I'm not interested in Disney.
Yeah, and I
Maybe.
would like you to be my Maverick.
No judgment, but I need to set those ground rules out immediately.
Yes. Important, early conversation.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think so. So were you having those conversations at 25, like, hey, what are you interested in as far as a relationship in your life? Like, because it seemed like you guys were really mature.
Yeah. I think we had very real and honest conversations that reflected a lot of security in what we had very early. And also the business ended up being a huge place to work a lot of things out and understand each other, whatever your management style or your work ethic, or it was kind of a place where you could work it out without less personal tax, I think that became a really big way of understanding each other and connecting. And it was a huge part of the connection. It was incredibly romantic, thinking about driving this beat up postal van masquerading as an ice cream truck, to Coachella, or to remember going to Reese Witherspoon's house when she had it in Ojai and breaking down a million times and then getting it started again, driving to the sunset and feeding all these beautiful people, whatever, it was when you're 25, it's just what a bonding, amazing. And it was also really hard and tested, the bond, and, we survived it all. Wow. I don't know if we were talking about the way I think of now, really talking about romance, sex, goals. We love something called DIBS, desires, intentions, boundaries, sexual health. Going through that, what is your intention? What are your just saying it, and hopefully you're coming in knowing at least, some of those things, some of it may evolve. But
everything's ever evolving.
Right.
I need to take some tips from you. Dibs sounds like a thing I need to get on.
Yeah. It's new lesbian level unlocked.
That's it. That is a lesbian level unlocked that I need the keys for.
I need dibs on that dib.
Yeah, straight up.
Exactly. So I feel like I had less of that. And I think that's part of getting to the opening 13 years later. And there's a combination of things. One is COVID, and gave everyone a lot of time to think.
Wait, so when did you get married?
We got married in 2012 in New York. Yeah, New York City Hall, because it was not legal here, if you could imagine that.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
I was there when it became legal.
Yeah, in New York?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I lived in New York for 12 years.
Yeah. It was a fun...
Here
Yeah, oh, nice.
2012.
I moved here in 2012.
Oh, look at that.
You did?
We're ships in the
did
night.
you?
Yeah.
From where? Indiana?
In Indiana, baby.
I love it.
I love it.
Yeah, I think it was part of more time to think and process. And I think there's a piece of, certainly for me, for COVID, the opening and the polyamory included, but I think it just was feeling like you can't go and live your life. And then once you got it back after COVID, I really wanted to live. My nickname was actually Vaccinated Tosh. Once I got vaccinated, it was just they were whoa, who is this? I just wanted to live in all the ways and enjoy myself and lean in.
To the streets.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
Pleasure seeker.
That's it. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yes, definitely upped the ante quite a bit. And I think the polyamory, the non-monogamy was definitely a piece of that. Let's go and explore every curiosity and live, and it could be taken away,
Who
again.
brought the conversation up first?
Yes. It actually started, we have very good, very close gay guy friends that
of course.
We were, yes, that we,
the gays.
So the gays were
always,
hey, you should
they're
fuck everybody.
hello. Yeah. They kind of mentioned it in their relationship, oh yeah, obviously. And it took both of us aback so much. And it made me feel I can't believe I'm so taken aback. I always considered myself outside the box. And being queer, of course, you've questioned a lot already. And I was why is this, why haven't I challenged this thought? And then we started having a lot more conversations about it. We had a very silly thing called top 3, which is who would, if you could, who's in your, it's ridiculous.
As far as people that you knew, or just in the world in general?
Non-celebrities.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So people that you,
so groups, friends.
Yeah, that we might know, or acquaintances, or it could be,
That's already making me jealous.
No,
I'm just considering
get
it.
the shotgun.
Yeah. That was the early, I think that was kind of the early stages, and maybe not totally understand, but where you go, you know? And then we both read Ethical Slut, if you know this, but of course.
I've heard about it, and I've heard it's the polyamory
Bible-ish.
Yeah, kind of intro, starter pack.
Totally. And just a great, it's just clever, and for anyone, even if you're not going to go down that path.
Yeah.
And then Freya really was I want to go do this. I haven't been with anyone besides you.
Right.
And
oh my God, I forgot.
Back to that important point.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Yeah, she wanted to have a second.
You can have multiple flavors of ice cream here.
Lick,
Can't
lick
stick
all
with
the
cotton
cream.
candy,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, lick all the cream.
Got to get that sandwich. And her telling me this, like my reaction was,
Were you jealous?
no, I totally understood. And at that point, we're so secure. We have the kids.
How old are they at this point?
So my son was 3. I think our daughter was about 9 or 10 months.
Hija de la
So
chingada.
like straight up after birth, who birthed the
like 4.
children?
She'd birthed both of them.
Oh wow.
Yes,
Warrior.
one of them is they really are like each a clone. Like our daughter is like my carbon copy, and our son is hers. The son is the older one,
That's
which is
fun.
kind of what you want. Like when the donor's anonymous, you just
Yeah, of
don't want
course.
you. It's all about vanity, right? Yeah.
No, seriously, and I'm glad that you can be honest about
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
because you know people come
Kind of the
after
dream.
us a lot, but that's the truth.
It is the
Yeah.
truth.
Just
Sorry.
saying.
Yeah, I've been thinking that for a
Yeah.
while.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was young to go and get out there, but I think that's the maverick in us, you know.
Yeah.
And my reaction was like, we have so much, no one can touch what we have. It's so secure. We have great communication. I think that's like so high up there.
Right.
And is it love to tell you like, nope, sorry, too bad. You know, it felt like that didn't feel loving to me. Love felt like I'm going to support you to go do this, and also hot. You know, we definitely made us amorous. It makes you the opening makes a lot of people very horny. That is what happens.
It sounds horny.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
it's like it's a little
Makes
bit
me
like
horny.
cucky. Like do you a little bit?
I think
in that cuck space.
Right. It could, totally.
Okay.
It brings something out. Maybe there's a kind of like claiming, as you know, you're not going to own them.
Right.
No.
You know,
Well,
right?
I'm into. So my kink is actually ownership.
Yeah.
No, I'm not even kidding.
Right.
You know, in the bedroom.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's like my thing. So this is like, just goes against every like thing. But if I were to do it, honestly, and I always have thought about this, I would never want it to be in the circle, in the outer circle.
Yeah.
Preferably,
Yes.
I'd want them to live out of
Absolutely.
state.
Yeah.
Then again, we aren't poly people because of the things that we. This is
Out of
why
the
we're
state
not poly.
country.
You're like, actually, they can't live in Earth.
I want them to live
They're
on Jupiter.
orbiting a satellite.
Yeah, they can be an AI, but they can't be a human.
I only want it
Definitely
to
not.
be for like 20 minutes
Yeah. Tops.
in a dingy bathroom
Yeah.
and you don't like it.
Yeah, and it's
you
horrible.
hate it
Yeah.
and you come to me
and
crying.
you think, and if you've cried about it.
yeah, that,
It makes complete. Yeah.
Whatever floats
So
your
it's working
boat.
for us.
totally.
Yeah,
if I had to.
And by the way, the ownership, you're not maybe actually doing it, but I feel like, I mean, for me, that comes up. That could be kind of like a pillow talk when you know you're not owning them and you play with that.
Right.
Like, I feel like,
Totally.
right? So it's like, it's still kind of in there and there's something that's sort of fun about that. Yeah.
It's like I'm letting them borrow you.
Yeah. Yes. I mean,
But like they come home to you.
All the things.
This is your person at night, and
yeah.
you get to play with them forever.
I mean, if I could get into it, I probably couldn't, but if I could, it would be like I'm letting you borrow her for the evening because I said so.
because you're still in full control.
Of course.
Of course.
And it's like if I call you back, then you know you must return.
Yeah. She's like, you can't do this, Tippy. This isn't free.
It's not for me.
No, I love you're working through. I love the process. You know?
Yeah. No.
So I was like, go for it, you know? And I think I was maybe putting off like, okay, this feels good now. It's not real yet.
Mm-hmm.
She went on Field, if you know the.
Oh, I'm
yes,
very
of
familiar.
course.
Dark Art Superstore.
Superstore.
It's a Dark Art Superstore.
It's a poly dark art superstore.
It's everything
It could
Dark
be
Art
anything.
Superstore.
Yeah.
And people leading a lot with, sexual preferences and things like that. In
Yeah.
the profile, so much.
It's like, we'll be your whore and come slut.
Yeah, you know, very. Yeah.
Grinder for the queers.
No, it's not just for queers. It's everybody. There's straights. It's everything. I wish it was a queer field.
I thought Field was queer.
No, it's everything. It's everybody. So you'll get like
Straight
couples.
people are allowed?
You could be
They're in there, yeah.
Get outta
They're
here.
in-
Sexual, yeah. Mhm. There's,
Interesting.
So she went on there and she was the first out there. I didn't want to be on apps. That was one thing for me.
Because you were a
And,
public figure?
It just felt like, I think I'm pretty good at meeting people in public situations.
I would say you were
know?
very
extrovert?
friendly.
Yes, thank you. Yes, that's important to me. I love to, I'm a true extrovert. Like it charges me.
That's why you had trouble in COVID, because that's why I had trouble in COVID.
yes,
I was
yes.
crazy when I
Yes.
got vaccinated as well.
Oh my God, amazing. You were back.
I was like, I'm back.
vaccinated. Totally.
Yeah.
Yes. It was like all the pent up, right? It's funny. I never made that exact connection, but yeah, totally that. You're deprived.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I had never been on apps. Our relationship was sort of pre-apps. So she was out there chatting, setting things up for herself, still feeling fine.
Did you guys set boundaries before you engaged in this type of behavior?
Dibs.
We didn't have the dibs conversation at the time. That has been a newer thing in this chapter. We talked about some things. It's hard to know even the questions to ask, and you can't plan for everything.
The world could end tomorrow.
Yeah.
You could get hit by a bus.
Exactly. It's true. And these scenarios are so out of the ordinary of what you know to expect that you just can't imagine them until they're there in a way. And we did have like a couples therapist we were working with.
I love that, a team.
Yeah, we were a team. Yeah.
No, I'm saying you had a medical therapeutic team.
Yeah.
I would have said, if I were, it has to be a part of the whole deal.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think I would highly recommend that, and trying not to do it from a place of like, we're fixing a problem, like we're supporting a big change in our relationship.
Yes. Yeah.
And I feel like we leaned though more on just the strength of our communication than working out every possible scenario. And you'll see when I get to what happened next. Freya, she was on a date with someone. I'm waiting to feel the feelings come up. And it was really funny. It was still kind of coming out of COVID. So they like went to a park, partially masked, talking, whatever. And Freya's like, oh, I make really, really good cocktails. Because we do also have a gin business. I forgot to mention that too.
Of course you do.
Of course I do.
Of course they do.
Not a gym. People hear gym a lot. I'm like, not that kind
No,
of lesbian.
gin.
We're talking about Bombay Sapphire. We're talking about
some
Hendrix.
London Dry, exactly. But made in California. And she's like, oh, can you make cocktails for my date? And I was like, okay, I'll make cocktails for your date.
I would be so...
I'm just getting heated.
I'm
gonna take off my clothes.
I'm
gonna be mad at my girlfriend when I get home just thinking about it.
Yeah. That's
Could you imagine if Brooke said to you, like, hey, babe.
We'll discuss this later too.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. And you said yes.
Oh,
and
yeah.
you were down.
Made delicious
You're better
drinks.
than me.
You're a better person than we are.
It's like, I want her to have a good time. I want it for her, And she went on the date, and I was honestly, I actually didn't feel anything, to the point of like, I actually felt nothing. You know what I mean? It wasn't just like not feeling. I was just like, I'm just drawing a blank. I don't even know. It wasn't like hitting, and I felt good. She came back, felt good. She goes on another date and with someone else.
Are they hot, or are you chill because they're not hot?
No, they're all hot. Yeah. Yeah, they're all hot.
Are you checked?
No, that for me, I would want. There's a piece of it that's like, there's a validation piece.
Right. Yeah, they're
I
hot.
think.
Then
Like,
okay.
oh, look, my wife can get, this.
that is-
Yeah,
I get that.
That's more how I would. Yeah, I wouldn't want that because I don't see myself in competition with them.
Right.
Yeah.
So how do you get there?
Yeah, there's a certain amount I definitely feel that's ingrained. Like that's just how I don't
can't
know.
do it.
There's
I think some people are born to do this, and obviously there's people that can work through it and get there and whatever.
Make it there.
Absolutely.
Of course, but there are people that are naturally born for this lifestyle, and it's a lifestyle, right?
Yeah, I think so. It's identity, lifestyle. There's some open debate. I feel like even someone like me who probably is massively predisposed, it's not like jealousy doesn't happen
Oh, so
or
it
envy.
does.
Oh, absolutely. It's just, for me, it's not a showstopper. It's not a good enough reason to not continue.
So it's security that you feel that you had with them before.
That definitely
You had to
goes a
get there.
very long way. But if you're dating someone new, you don't have the security. It still could come up, and I think it's not, jealousy is not a showstopper. And I think in general, that's part of the conditioning is like, we're kind of told once there's jealousy, done, over. Right. And so many other feelings come up. We work through our sadness, we work through our anger, and we don't really try to unmask the jealousy because a lot of times it's something else. Like, is it a fear of abandonment? And are you really and do you really think you're going to be abandoned? Like taking that moment, to sit with something and not be afraid to talk about it. I think there's so much shame and jealousy. It's an ugly, disgusting feeling. And you don't want to admit it. You don't want to say that that's what's going on a lot of times too.
Part of it is a fear of abandonment.
Yeah.
But part of it, to me, is the kink thing, though, because the thought of somebody else touching.
Really?
Yeah, I think that's
Mine's
for me.
mostly fear of abandonment. It's just sitting there.
It's a part of it.
I mean,
My
that's
anxious
very
attachment.
real. But I think it's a really good, I love telling people, like, absolutely, I do get jealous. Is it envy? Is it what is it? And where's it coming from? And spending the time. And I love when I realize it. And when I say it, it takes away a lot of the power.
And when you say it to your partner and you're like, hey, because I understand from what you're saying that there's massive amounts of communication. So when you relay this to your partner, you're saying, I'm jealous. Are there movements and different actions that are taken because you feel this way? Or basically, is it just like fucking lesbians talking, being like, I'm so sorry you feel that way. Like, da-da-da-da. Because if there's no
let's
action.
sit with this. Let's hold some space there.
Literally. Literally. But for me, I'd be like, no, I'm jealous. I need action.
Yeah.
Instead of just telling you that you respect my feelings.
Yeah. I feel like it's the people that are so good at communication that, like you're saying, that are able to pull through somehow. Because, like, I would never. And I deem myself a very good communicator.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Some people are born for the lifestyle, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I could do it.
You think if you found out somebody else touched Brooke.
I'd kill her. I mean, I'm sorry. What did I
You
say?
choked when Brooke was talking about a past relationship.
I don't like when my girlfriend brings up her exes at all.
Yeah.
Like, you choked.
Very common thing.
I'm actually one of the most jealous people I've ever met. I am.
I'm glad to be in the room with you.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, communication. Cool.
Yeah.
I can do
I'm
that.
really
I can
bad.
talk about how you had great sex with this partner and all of your exes and all of that. But it's like, once we mate, that's it. Like, you're done. Be sure that you're done.
Yeah.
Right.
For me, personal preference, totally.
Absolutely. It makes sense. I think like first talking about it what could happen is, okay, for example, the other partner could provide assurance on something, reassurance.
Yeah.
Maybe because you are feeling like a weaker tie. It may not even be about them. They'll, like, for example, I realized I was kind of envious when Freya started dating someone who was like more experienced in polyamory. You know, because
that's where interesting.
Because it can be really challenging, you know, when there's one at different stages, and that might be more of an emotional load or whatever. And once I realized that was going on, we talked about it. I feel like there was maybe more empathy. There's reassurances. There's support that can come from their side. And then you could also realize, okay, but maybe the challenge is interesting, and there's so many. No one's going to be perfect, you know. Maybe that's part of what you're working through with the new person, whatever. And also, I think, like, definitely early on there was more jealousy coming up because it was hard to, like, share a partner, you know, sexually. And I think in general, what I realized is when I really came to the true, like, not even trying to tell myself, but believing, like, I'll never be them, the new person, because the newness of someone is its own magic power. You know, new relationship energy, it's called.
I'm so afraid of that.
It's
yes,
because
it's nice, it's exciting.
Yes.
The new person is always going to be.
You have to accept that.
Grass is greener, correct.
Correct.
Yes.
But what if you have like I always play these fantasies out in my mind where it's like you guys have an argument, or maybe shit is getting hard for you, and they're like in that new stage with another partner. A lot of people are inclined, especially in today's world, to be like, I'm going to go where it's easier. Mm-hmm. That's just a fact in human nature.
Did you ever
easier
fear
in some ways? Easier in some ways. Like, but you don't know that person. You don't have all the communication. You don't know
a
them.
family.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many factors. And yeah, it's like, I'll never be them, and they will never be me. They will never be me. And that is so powerful. That was such a game changer for me. You accepted it so deep down. Wow. And I not only accepted it, but celebrating it. And that's the superpower. Then it's like, now we can do anything because it's okay. Like, they're just not, you stop making the comparison, you know?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Do you think some of your security in engaging in something like this has to do with your success? Like, would you get jealous if somebody, because you seem very successful. I don't know exactly your life, but from what it seems, you're very successful.
You got it going on.
If somebody was
Mavericks.
Mavericks. So if somebody came in with like more experience in poly and also was like more successful, would that drive jealousy in you?
I still think no.
Because I think a lot of lesbians aren't that successful.
Well,
no, but that's true.
There's the corporate lesbians.
Painfully true.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, my girlfriend's relatively successful, but like the amount of lesbians per capita versus men,
that are like,
it is rare.
It is rare, yeah. Where they're like, you know, out there CEOs and
I don't know if I don't think I would feel that it's a threat to me.
So a billionaire lesbian comes in with all the poly experience.
Right.
No threat.
No, I don't see it as a threat to me.
Do you just have a really high self-esteem?
I do have high self-esteem.
Can you rub that off on me?
You're an icon. You're an icon.
Oh my God, I feel it already.
We need this.
Yes, I think we do. We should praise you like God at this point.
You're lesbian Jesus.
I think we have met her. It is lesbian Jesus. Everyone, welcome.
I'm blushing.
Lesbian Jesus to the room.
It's like I feel like I see very few things as a threat to me. Like you compare like, okay, what do I have with this other person? What do they have with this other person? Even then, like you realize all the comparisons that you want to make. Yeah. And then it's what I have with like my a partner, my girlfriend, what she has. It's different. It's at different stages. It's really cool. And just being so excited that I can do this. I mean, it's amazing.
What's so cool is that like you both wanted it.
Yeah.
At the same time. It's so cool to see like you guys evolved and you evolved together.
Yes, definitely. It was funny because since Freya was the lead and going out there, everyone was like, Freya's opening the store, getting this game. It's going to become Natasha's thing, though.
They were like, Natasha's going to love this when she gets to handle it.
Yeah.
When she goes on her first date.
Yeah. I'm here with you guys now,
Wow.
So the way it's grown, our relationship is incredible. I feel so much closer to her. It's way more like romantic and hot, honestly. Like we go on more dates. We just have like the intimacy is amazing. Like it's been a reconnection. And I think you see your partner in the world like as that romantic being. You see them out there and it's like, it does something like, oh, they're existing in that space. And then when they come back, like they bring that back. And for me, I feel like, especially we talked about like getting together at 25, like I did not know myself fully romantically at that age. And then, a long relationship goes by. And when I started dating again, it's like, I was like, who am I on a date? I have no clue. Mm-hmm. It was kind of terrifying. Like that part was terrifying just on my own, for my own self. Like, I just knew I'm going to try to be funny. Like I like to be funny. That's what I'm going to focus on. That's going to be sexy, right? But over time now, I feel like I know who I am now, like romantically in the world. I feel very clear on that. It was like kind of like being a kid again, and like restarting and knowing yourself like that 17 years in a relationship is cool because it is easy to lose that. Like you stop needing to bring that. Yeah. So I feel like I show up with more for Freya in that way.
Oh, that's cool.
From dating outside. It's like more abundant.
Wow.
I guess. Yeah.
So you guys both have girlfriends right now.
Yes.
Have you ever had a situation where one of you has broken up with a girlfriend and the other one still has a girlfriend? So now you guys don't have those nights. I mean, I don't know how you divvy your time. Let's talk about maybe divvying the time.
That is a real thing, especially because of kids.
Right.
Yes.
You have children.
Yes. We have 2 kids. Now they're 8 and 5. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
So they're in school.
Oh, yeah.
Does the school know?
Yes.
A lot of people at the school know. Yeah.
Oh, do you go to PTA meetings and bring your girlfriends?
Bring my polyamory name tag.
Does the girlfriend come to school?
No, neither of them have been to the school, but they know the kids. Yeah. Yeah.
How do the kids? I mean, I'm sure
we were kind of like, that was a more from what we had done in the past, a more like gradual process, I would say. So being very intentional with that. But I mean, definitely my daughter, she's never known anything else, you know? And I think they just see like, oh, other people that my moms love, like, and we're not born thinking that it's wrong or has to be a certain way, especially you already have 2 moms. So yeah, Remy will, tell people about like, say something about my girlfriend or, he's very aware of it. And I love that.
That's kind of amazing.
Yeah.
Because they wouldn't know any other
No,
way.
that's their world.
And that's amazing.
Yeah. But it is, we have complicated schedules. Yeah, we do a lot. People can't believe that we can just like manage all the time, honestly.
Especially as lesbians, because lesbians and poly, right?
Yes.
I can barely manage my own girlfriend.
That's what I'm saying. The amount of time that lesbians need.
I mean,
Yeah.
Is a lot.
Yeah.
And then what? You're texting when you're in bed, like with your how does time split? We'll call it.
We'll call it that.
How do you navigate?
It's definitely in general easier because we're both, like have girlfriends or are dating. And so I don't think you can be tit for tat in a relationship, but it just makes it more like equitable, like period. That's just a fact. So it's like you're giving something to someone. Okay, you want to go on that night? Okay, well, I can go and do that too. So it's easier to have the conversation than when you just feel like you're giving to to one partner. That makes sense.
So it's not like I'm going to stay home with the kids while you're out on a date. It's like we're both.
Yeah.
So is it ever we're both going out on a date and they're going to be with a nanny?
It could be. Yeah, it could be any of those things. Freya loved like when I was going out and that was like her bonding time with the kids. Like that. Yeah. And they all, like sleep in the bed, whatever, together. They have like a crazy night that I don't even want to know about because it's breaking all the rules. But whatever you got to do, how can you complain about that?
Yeah.
Because you have sleepovers.
Yes, we do have sleepovers. And I think you introduce more and more as you get closer or depending on what the other partner wants, like, or the girlfriends want. And I think, it's a lot of planning, communication. You got to be on top of your schedule. It has to be a priority, It's like, obviously this is important to us, so we're making time for it. And it does energize me. It lights me up. I am like very thankful for it. So you want to make time and you want to work together on it. I think a lot of people will say like the scheduling is one of the most difficult things about non-monogamy and polyamory. Like that is a real thing, like no matter what. I mean, and before this, we skipped over this, but Frey and I were in a throuple. Yeah.
Oh, for how long?
Really, like, depending on where you count it, because there was like, getting out of a relationship is a process too, but almost 3 years.
Wow.
Yeah. Did she live with you?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was that like the first tier of a polyamory for you?
That's really that was really how it started. Someone she started dating and then I came on the third date and then we never parted. Yeah. Wow. And it was incredibly challenging. It was probably like the most challenging thing we started with the most challenging thing.
Yeah.
And then I feel like this feels a lot easier coming out of that because it is just 3 is an unstable, like it's very, very difficult. There's always a 2-1 element and there's a lot to navigate. So it's like a lot of people say it's the highest highs and the lowest lows,
So would it be like they would go on a date and you guys would go on a date or were you all going on dates together?
All of it. It's kind of like 4 relationships.
Oh my
it's the 3,
God.
It's all the twos. And it was, and that was a long time. Most people, I met this guy who had been in a throuple and he was telling me about it. Again, it was the highest highs and the lowest lows of his life. And I was like, oh my God, how long were you in the throuple for? And he was like, 2 weeks.
You said, I raised you 2 years and 360, however many days.
Yeah.
Do you think that there's like ever an element in a throuple, now that you've experienced it, of the other person? Because I spoke to somebody who was in a throuple.
Yeah.
And she said she had to leave because she essentially fell in love with one of them and was just yearning for that person to leave. To be hers. Yeah. And so she had to exit the situation. And I just think about these things you're like...
I'm like nauseous considering Brooke ever kissing another.
Something happening in my throat. Something happening in my throat. And then they're in your house. They're in your house. You're sleeping with the enemy, right? Who's like plotting your demise and your family's demise.
Maybe. Yeah. No, thank you. No, gracias.
No, gracias. No. Yeah. Do you think that this maybe happened or anything like that?
With ours?
Yeah. How did it go?
Ours was... It was challenging for other reasons. I mean, it was, I think the place and how much our Frey and my relationship was established, and it's a lot. That's a lot to work with, for someone new.
Yeah.
And and it's complicated when it's 3. But starting that way, it made me learn a lot about myself, a lot about my relationship with Freya, and definitely this seems way easier to be doing it separately. Yeah, I would say. Yeah. And so I'm appreciating that. I'm appreciating the space, again, going back to lesbians from Freya. It's space for her to go be. I think for her, it's an important part of her independence, honestly, because we're so enmeshed.
Right.
And that is very cool and how we've accomplished a lot, but it can be too much. And also it can be not hot if you're so You know, like it's good to get that space and have
space.
them come back. I love that, you know, and I just love like I call it Freya in the world, you know, like her girlfriend, like telling me like, I'm like, what was your night like with Freya? And Freya, you know, you bring out different sides with different people. And I love to hear about it. It makes me feel like so much joy and it's funny. And she's just getting this different take from like someone else. And I don't know, I think it's great.
It is nice to have that kind of space.
Yes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think
Makes it more
we use
exciting.
that, our friends are that, you know, but it's like, it's just sort of thinking of like, oh, a romantic partner can be that too. Like a friend is, we have such a interesting totem pole of where we put friends against romantic partners. And it's like thinking of like, when you go and hang out with your friends, that's an intimate bond outside. Like it's just
For
sort
sure.
of like, yeah.
But now that you're in like two well, you know, so many lesbian relationships are in the mix, then how do you make time for friends? Because essentially you're juggling all of these women, a family, and now like, do you find that like maybe your friendships are not as catered to?
No, I don't think so. I feel like we're just very social. I think it's, again, going back to the extrovert thing. Almost I feel very in the world and social right now. We've been having like a lot of like almost like monthly house parties with different themes.
Hell yeah.
We had
Can
a
we
toga
come?
party. I would love for you to come. The next one is going to be hunting wives theme.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm there, and
Oh, wow.
I'm being Margot.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yes, absolutely you are. Yes,
We can
get
go
ready
to
for that.
party, lesbian Jesus party.
Yes.
Yes.
You
We'll
guys
do a
aren't
biblical
invited.
theme one.
Yeah.
I had like a flash tattoo artist at the last one, like actual tattoos.
Oh my
Amazing.
God.
Yeah, like 9 out of 10 people
90% of
got
my
tattoos.
tattoos
Yeah,
are
she
those.
was incredible.
Do you have a pool? I feel like you're
We do
giving
have a
pool
pool.
energy. Yeah. And yeah.
I know I get pool energy,
do.
jacuzzi energy. Yep.
Yeah,
There's
jacuzzi
jacuzzi too?
energy.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, we're
Yep.
coming.
Well, I love to bring people together, and I feel like post-COVID in general, we're having less fun. You know, it was hard to come back to that, even though you and I are trying to really make it happen
Yeah,
by
we're doing
being
our best.
vaccinated,
Yeah.
crazy versions of ourselves.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I want to, like, trying to celebrate the wins. It's tough times, you know?
For sure.
is.
Yeah.
So do you ever bring the girlfriends, like when maybe somebody's out of town, like
Yeah.
are you allowed to bring them to the house?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And I've gone out of town with mine a few times. Freya's yet to. Her relationship's a little newer. But in January, the four of us are going to Thailand together. Yeah.
How fun.
Yeah.
All
Excited.
four
Yeah.
of you.
Yep. Uh-huh.
Is this going to turn into a quad?
Who
No.
sleeps where?
Yeah. Like, where are we going to?
Who sleeps where?
Yes. It's a good question. I think like in that scenario, it's sort of like we're bringing our girlfriends on a trip versus like me and Freya on a trip and they're there.
Right.
We've talked about some different things like also the girlfriends, they get on amazing. They have they have like this awesome friendship blossoming, which is a whole other, like, I'm just like, I fucking love it.
It's
you know?
amazing.
Yeah, mind-blowing.
So I think they'll probably want to have like some alone time together, doing something fun, some adventure, whatever, you know?
You think they're gonna...
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
No.
This is the lesbian dark art.
This is a different level, dude.
Yeah.
This is the dark art.
This is it.
Dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're keeping the lines. Yeah.
You guys are sleeping in separate bedrooms on the trip.
Yeah, I think we'll mostly be with them, but then have like some nights together.
So you're going to have to plan for a third hotel room, essentially one for the girlfriend, one for the other girlfriend,
Yeah.
and then one for you guys.
I mean, they'll probably have a slumber party, the two
Yeah.
of them.
Oh, okay, so you
They'll
guys
be
are going to
besties.
swap rooms
Yeah.
with all the fluids even.
Well, you know, be at
Hotel.
hotel
Yeah,
cleaning. Yep.
right.
Yeah,
Okay.
They clean pretty hardcore.
Yeah,
know,
it depends.
Hardcore
Yeah.
cleaning. Yeah. They're like, oh, another polyamorous. Okay, we're going to be
Another
cleaning.
one.
Yep.
On their way to
It's like White
Thailand.
Lotus 3.5. That's what we're going for. It would make a great White Lotus season.
I
let me tell you.
bet. I wish I had a
Minus someone dying.
camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
love
my
to listen.
God.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's just so much fun is a big priority for me. The parties, like that's really high on my list.
Yeah.
And you gotta really work to have fun.
Yeah.
You know? So that's
Seems like you guys are incredible at communication.
good communication, definitely.
Are moms at the school off limits? I'm just trying to find like what's off limits.
I did have a situation with a with involving one of the schools, I'll say, where on field, an art teacher did swipe on me. And with her boyfriend, I don't think she recognized me. And so
Or maybe she
I
did.
never did anything. Maybe she. Well,
Yeah.
Then I
She
was
was
there
hunting.
doing like an activity with the kids, and I saw her. And my thing is like kindness. Just it's
For
like,
sure.
oh hi, do you want to come? Try this. We were like It was like I do cooking classes in school. So we were making like a really yummy, tomato soup. And I was like, oh, it's delicious. Come try it. And I think that's the moment when she put it together because she looked at me. She didn't really answer. And she ran to the corner and started texting something furiously and then ran away.
Of course.
She said, bye.
Yeah.
She had to text some friends.
I don't need a first lick of that tomato soup.
Yeah.
And it probably tasted really good. So she was like, oh, bye.
Yeah. It was really good. Yeah. Homemade grilled cheese and tomato soup lesson. Yeah. It's great. It's a great lesson. Wow. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. So what is there anything off limits?
I think like you kind of mentioned earlier, I think, I think go in the school
System's off limits.
Yeah. Like I just think now, like, I think you're wanting to have probably more distance. Like I love a setup. My girlfriend now was set up through, mutual friends. So it's a friend of friend. That's great. Freya met hers on Hinge, so they didn't know each other at all. I think those are more ideal scenarios. Yeah.
Well, how does Hinge, because it's not like Field, right?
Yeah.
So on Hinge, do you put in the profile, I'm polyamorous, or do you go on the date and then tell them on the date, like, hey, by the way.
Wife and kids at home.
Yeah. It's, now there's a filter for non-monogamy.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, that wouldn't be your, you were not looking for that filter, it sounds like.
You weren't trying to change that label.
Yeah.
No, but I haven't been on the apps in a minute, so I just don't know what the setup is anymore.
Right. They went there with that. But yeah, it's I always think of it would be funny if I like any of those dating shows, whatever, Love is Blind. There was one about like astrology where at one point they had to go up and like put a information about themselves that no one knew yet in this box and then pull it out. And I was like, walk over and be like, I'm married with children. Like, who's interested,
I'm not an Aries. I'm married with children.
Okay, you got to go. Yeah. Goodbye.
Adios. Incredible.
Yeah. And even if that weren't there, I feel like you let them know before you go on the date.
Yeah.
You don't want to.
Makes sense. Like, by the way, because then they're like, I don't know why I'm here.
I think it's good. You want to be in alignment on that.
It's so cool. This is all so cool to me.
Yeah.
And now, what if your partner came to you like tomorrow and was like, you know what? The poly thing doesn't work for me anymore.
Yeah. If she did, if Freya did.
Yeah.
I think, we talk about it. I think we both agreed now that this door is open.
For sure.
It's going to be hard. I think more likely it would be like a pause scenario if there's too much coming up, if it's not feeling good between us. I don't think it's fair. There's a lot of conversation around like it's called like veto. Like if I were like, I don't like what's going on with you and her, it's bothering me. And they're 2 years into dating.
Yeah.
I don't think I can expect her to just end it for me. I don't think that's right. There's another person involved, you know? So like that's, I think, really important. And I think if like we're struggling, it's not feeling good and we want to we need to consider, putting pause on something. Mm-hmm. Maybe that's more likely. But I think at this point, I don't know, for the poly queen. I mean, that would be hard to not at least know the door's open, And I think a lot of people, that's what I found too. People don't want to being in polyamorous things where it's like multiple, like deeply emotional relationships. That's sort of its own category. But I think for a lot of people that I've talked to, it's like they would just want to know that there could be something fun and random, and that would be possible. They don't need another relationship per se, And that, even knowing that it's open, I feel like gets a lot of people really far. They don't even feel like they need to act on it. They just want to know that they could.
Right.
Yeah,
That's true.
Sense.
Yeah. It's like defiance. What do they call it? Like, it's like, if I know that I can't, then I will.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Which is what I was talking about earlier, like the grass is greener. Like if I don't have the option, then maybe I want the option. But if I do have the option, then I don't feel as constrained.
That just feels like trust from your partner, maybe, or whatever it is. Like that, and that could be enough. Like I think that's. I think there's probably a lot more people like that. Yeah. Honestly,
sounds like you're both very self-aware. That you know how to like check your own emotions at the door.
Yeah, I think you gotta. And this has made me in general too, like way more. I think I just feel more things. Like it was. I was like very happy in monogamy with Freya. I wasn't like unhappy, but I feel like this is just, I know myself a lot better. I've peeled off more layers for the good and bad, like it's just more, it's real. Yeah, I've grown a lot through it versus like it was just different when there weren't those pressures or those challenges. Yeah.
And so how do you navigate when like one person breaks up with their significant other and the other one still has theirs? Like, is that challenging?
Yes. Okay. So I think that it's going to be hard because then you're going to feel like maybe you're sad about it and they're still going out and having fun. That's real. And that's just something to own and talk about or whatever. And maybe then like if that were me and Freya had broken up, like I would definitely want to be giving her something extra.
Yeah.
Another thing that's really interesting is a lot of people could be like, if something were to end, like, or there's something painful going on with the non-marriage relationship, right? It's so easy for people, like, honestly, why should I feel sorry for you? You have an amazing wife, you know? Yeah. And it's like, it's still
your feelings
real.
are valid.
Right.
Yes. And that is like the first place people go. Like, especially if they're single, they're like, how could you come to me and even complain about this?
That's so
you know?
rude. You still have feelings.
Yeah. You feel the loss, you feel the whatever it is. And it's harder to kind of get maybe what you might be looking for from friends if you're, you know, needing them. Like,
that's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. That happens a lot.
Interesting.
I never even considered that.
Yeah.
I feel like that's still a loss no matter what. It's like losing my friend when I'm, you know.
If you've decided to enter this, like you are genuinely doing these like connections and you're falling in love. I can imagine falling in love with these people. So like it is a loss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just have multiple loves.
Yeah. And that's, I mean, that's also just someone being like jealous that they don't have anybody at the same time.
It's a single jealousy. Yeah.
Right. Totally. That's their own thing. And like also for me and really for Freya too, like Freya was my first real lesbian relationship, you know? So I don't like had a lesbian breakup, you know?
You were never 9/11.
That's correct.
Lucky fuck.
Wow.
And I will curse.
So you never had met like a lesbian criminal, what we call lesbian criminals.
Yeah, the true masters of the dark arts.
Oh,
yeah, you could say.
You've never met.
But that's not
The
even
haunting.
dark arts. That's the haunted.
Yeah, no, that's more like
That's because dark arts is fun.
Yeah.
This is
Death Eaters.
evil energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are the Dementors.
The Dementors, the Death Eaters, the Avada Kedavras of them all.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. But I'm glad that I have been through one. Like,
Oh, so you have been
now that
lesbian
you've
through one now
criminalized.
because
I see.
the throuple ended, for example.
That was a lesbian criminal.
Yeah. I mean, I don't, you know.
Right, I'm going to assume, try to steal the wife. Yeah, I'm not going to say anything. It didn't come from your mouth. Yeah, hold on.
Make it about
I think I was onto something though. With
I was following where you were, but
Yeah.
I was
I mean,
It's
they
just a
both
hunch.
left actually the throuple, and I was like, oh, I guess I can't be in a throuple by myself, you know?
not by yourself.
So, no, that's hard to be in a singular throuple, but it's good to know that like you can move on. You know, like I think that's a really important thing because I couldn't imagine that before, you know, and that's its own empowering thing. Like, you know, you don't want something to end, but so
knowing you can survive true terrorism, in the lesbian space really fortifies you.
It like solidifies your identity. You turn into someone new after you've dealt with something terrible like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
I wouldn't be who I am if I didn't deal with 15, 9/11.
I was gonna say
Solid lineup.
Yeah. You have like a solid pass.
Got a little like
no,
army there.
Same.
Small army. Yeah. Special
rough over here. For sure.
Special forces.
Yeah, I'm glad that you found a marriage even because you don't want to understand what's out there. It's
dark.
It's dark out there. There's a lot of evil energy.
Yeah. Yeah. No, this
especially in this
I see that.
area. Los Angeles.
There's 818 or okay. Got
There's
it,
a
got
lot
it.
of
just
all the
infidels.
area codes.
Yeah.
Every single one.
Right. Yeah.
Oh my God.
No, it's so I think it's managing what people feel and caring and showing up for all of it and like taking care of each other, you know.
Do you cap it at one girlfriend each? Do you have a cap?
No cap per se. But I think it's a question of time and capacity.
Do you think you could do more than one girlfriend and wife?
I think I could have. I have had more than one, and I think it's like having the door open. It's just unlikely that there's if there's a wife, it's like what's different stages things are at. Maybe there's something that's more casual, you know, or multiple things that are more casual, you know, girlfriend, wife. That I mean, I don't know. It could be.
It's all in flux.
Just a question.
Yeah.
It could just be more sexual
of time and priorities, or what if a girlfriend gets into is in another, like mine has a primary partner.
Oh, I was gonna wonder about what the girlfriends kind of think getting into a situation.
So now you're navigating even another person.
Yes, I'm in the non-primary position, which I've never really been in. And that's been, again, great learning and evolution. And she has, a more serious relationship. And I think that's great. And I think that's actually ideal in a lot of ways for the ecosystem.
Because you have your primary.
Yes.
So it actually it kind of it balances out better.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, yes.
Because I feel like if you were her primary, she would maybe be, or she
in the lesbian world, she'd be wanting a lot of time.
There would be a lot of time.
If they, or maybe not, depending on, seeing that I'm married and the expectation.
Sure.
But you can be married, you can show up in a big way for someone.
Of course.
And I think that surprised her early on, how willing I am in wanting to do that. Yeah. But I think it's great for the ecosystem, as I would say. Yes. And,
nice balance.
But it's been good to navigate the other side, for sure. And it makes me have empathy in the other direction and understand. It's great. Not without its challenges, but yeah. So
I feel like you'd have to have a lot of empathy. Just everybody in this ecosystem would have to have lots of empathy for others' feelings, because there's so many feelings kind of just
and patience
happening all the time. Yeah. Patience, empathy, just care for their feelings.
Yes. It's called also compersion. That's a big polyamory word too.
Yeah. What is that? Can you explain the compersion thing?
Never heard that before.
It's being truly happy for someone else's happiness. And this is a polyamory term, but someone gets a promotion, instead of being well, I didn't get a promotion, or I want their job. It's I'm so happy they got that promotion. That's Freya's favorite way to say it. Of course, the professional, analogy.
I've never understood that. I see that a lot in female friendships, whatever. I'm sure it happens in males, but I have no reference point. But in female relationships, I see that a lot where it's they can't be happy for somebody that is doing well or on the rise or whatever. It's insidious.
That's just bad people. I'm sorry. That's just shitty people.
Yeah. It is.
What's wrong with you?
Be happy.
Get out of your own brain.
Find it as inspiration.
Yeah.
Well, also, it can inspire you.
Yes.
If the person's a shitty person, then fuck them. But I mean, if they're doing well, and you should be inspired by that.
Correct.
You know them, and you're supporting them. There's a way they can support you. Definitely. I think something I was raised with is you're doing something great, you bring everyone with you, and there's more for everyone that way, and then you get more back. I very much live that way. I think
feed the family,
and exactly, and there's just more to go around, and I think that's so important as women. I think men do that way better. We have a more scarcity,
of course,
and I really love hearing about her other partner, for example. It's seeing what she sees in them. You wouldn't normally have the opportunity to understand through that, oh, that's something that excites her. That's something that she likes. I may not be able to, give the same things, but it's an awareness about the things that light them up. And also, when you have another partner that's dating someone else, if they're talking about anything that is going on with them, with another partner, tell me if this is too hard to follow. But if you were talking to a friend about someone you're dating, they only know you as your friend. I know them as a romantic partner. So I have a very different type of insight because I know how they are as a girlfriend. Yeah. And
be you don't pick up the fucking dishes.
It could be, it's a totally different type of conversation. And I that I think is so fascinating and interesting. And it's a perspective that I can give back that kind of no one else can provide, or unless they have, many girlfriends. There's a lot of things that just don't exist if you're not doing it that way. That are cool that I've realized along the way. It's not I want to, I want to see my partner date someone else so that I can, see what they're into. It's just oh, I see what they're into. Because they're bringing that back to me. They're telling me something exciting that person did.
Yeah, people bring out different things in each other. Yeah. And you couldn't possibly know because you're just one version
and you
of
can't do all of it. Yeah, you cannot possibly meet all of someone's needs. You just cannot.
Should I let Brooke date other people? No. Just kidding, baby. Don't even think about it. Fuck off.
No, I definitely think that when one person is your everything, that's when it's a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, exactly.
In my not as evolved universe.
We're doing our best.
Yeah, that I feel can be achieved via friendships.
Yes,
and,
exactly.
Things like that. But I think it is absolutely necessary, wherever it comes from, for you to have a support system, for your partner to have a support system, whatever that looks like.
Absolutely. Yes.
Otherwise, you're fucked.
Yeah. I feel like I'm a completely different person with a lot of different friends that I am with Brooke.
Yes.
Completely.
Yeah.
And I feel like the person that I am in front of those people, when she's around me, she's oh, I really I missed seeing you this way. And, if we go out, it's been a while or something. She's like, oh, wow. Like, Jenna, you're Jenna. I'm like, yeah, I'm fucking Jenna. That's what's up.
Never forget it.
Don't fucking forget it.
Never
Because I'm fucking awesome.
Yeah, I'm the best.
Yeah, literally. Come on.
Do you find that you've ever had times in this dynamic? Because I'm just thinking about the things that would send me into psychosis, and I'm just thinking
all of it.
Yeah, all of it. But specifically, if my partner has a girlfriend, and they're going out and there's time split and whatever. If they're doing that and you're coming back, and in our time, we're not fucking, I'm gonna have a conniption, heart palpitations with that. How do you navigate that? Because I guess in your world, you just want everyone to be happy. So
you just seem like a good person.
Yeah, you're like, well, if she's getting it somewhere, she doesn't need to get it here.
I'm like, what?
I'm like, oh my God.
I think that is a very real thing. There's something called aftercare also, where it's what do you need to do? If Freya goes on a date, what am I looking for when she comes back to me?
Right.
And I think in the beginning, definitely it was more sex. It's kind of almost feels like a reclaiming. I think, because I think I was still working through the ownership, the competition.
Right.
You're getting that. I want you to give that to me. I think over time, actually, when she comes back, I just want to connect and have fun and talk and have it be, it's really more about the intimacy. And our sex life is happening in its own timeline, and theirs is.
Wow.
And a lot of people, there's people who do this who that is the point, is they may not be, this is not me, but interested in their primary partner as much in that way. They just want it with new and other people,
right.
Yes,
and
I've heard of this.
Yes, we've heard of this. And that may, in that case, that's not a big deal. They're going out, they're getting, like you said.
That getting their needs met.
Yeah, they're getting their needs met. That's not for me, but I'm not drawing the comparison. And I don't want to feel like then I want to go and have sex just because it's, I gotta get it back. I want to, have it when we want to. And it's just operating on its own,
It's different.
So we have a
metaverses.
multiverse.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a multiverse.
I was so we've got the phase 3 of Marvel multiverse timeline going on here.
Lesbian poly edition.
This is truly the dark art.
Yes.
I'm completely
floored.
Wow.
You're
So in
rocking my
Earth
world.
616, you are getting laid, and in Earth
Yeah.
712,
Whattever is happening is happening.
it's happening on the other end.
Do you talk about what happens in their sex life with you guys?
Does that make you guys?
Is that a kink?
Is that
Because I would maybe do that.
That sounds kind of hot to me.
I think I would not say, I think that could be totally real and great. And that could be a way of kind of owning the narrative. If you know what I mean? It's we can talk about it and then we can have fun with that. Mm-hmm. I think more so it's, if there's something like share worthy versus being we're using this to get off. No.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
So that's more off limits.
Yes.
Okay.
It's just being aware of that, left to my own devices, maybe that's just not how our relationship operates.
Yeah.
But I do think, like I said, it still remains hot that I love that Freya is going and doing her thing and learning more about herself. I think it becomes 13-year marriage, 17 years together, the exploring becomes, difficult with a partner like that. It's easier to go and try something new, I think, with someone else, I think. But then you might want to bring it back and realize I like that. Or,
You want her to go get more practice.
Yeah. More licks and a couple more.
Yeah.
I see what you mean,
then,
though.
Show what you learned.
I'm a little.
The unfamiliarity makes it easier.
That's what I'm saying. I've been in the streets. I've had my practice.
Oh, 100%.
I'm not coming with not my 10,000 hours. I'm coming with or more.
I put in work.
I did
over the years. 2017 saw some serious work. Yeah. Nobody needs to know about that.
Yeah.
But Brooke knows just because of the knowledge I've gained over time.
Yeah, you practice?
I've practiced.
Yeah.
My virginity just turned into a teenager last week.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know.
Well,
I know that's.
I love it.
Mine is still a youth. But
Still a youth,
I'm
but I
doing my
like
best.
it. Yeah.
Not the birth year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
It's awesome.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Heart on my sleeve.
Wow. Okay.
you know.
Well, I want to talk a little bit about the things that you want to plug. I know that you have some businesses out there.
Yeah.
I want to shout everything out.
Yeah.
Let people know what you're working on.
So my main jam right now, my main squeeze, my primary partner of work is Lunch Bunch. It's amazing. I'm really proud of it. An amazing team. We, I don't know if they'll listen to this podcast. I don't think I'll send it to them because,
Yeah.
you know.
Right. We'll just put it on their socials.
But they should know, right? We do culinary programming after school in public school districts.
Oh, wonderful.
It's all state funded, government contracts. There's an abundant amount of funding for after school. And so we're getting kids excited, like giving them agency in how food is, made, grown, cooked, prepared. They're enjoying it. It totally changes their relationship to food. They become more curious. They become more confident. And we can teach them a lot of things, like kind of baked into the lessons. You can learn fractions when you're using a measuring cup to bake a cake, a science of fermentation when you're making pizza dough. That's really cool.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
That's
And
wonderful.
a lot of kids, they are totally dependent on their district to feed them all meals. They go
Yes.
home, they starve. It's another opportunity to send a kid home with like a delicious homemade meal that they're proud of that they made. It's so cool. Super multicultural lessons. And then we make products for cafeterias. So it's like we're taking the horse to water. Like, here's how you can eat better. And then in the cafeteria, here's a better option that we're also bringing you, So
I think I'm going to cry.
it is
cry.
beautiful.
That's
thing.
okay.
That's really sweet.
If you saw the kids, like it's you might cry. It's
That's
really cool. They
beautiful.
love it. They they go to school that day to do the cooking classes. Like they love it. And attendance is how schools are paid, so that's really important. And yeah, I'm doing that. I love doing that. And before that, I had Cool House, which I did for 13 years. I founded it with Freya, ice cream sandwiches, dairy and dairy free. I did sell it. I am interested in reacquiring it because
Reclaiming ownership.
reclaiming that.
Yeah.
That's right.
You better.
And yeah, I want to do it like for my kids, for my family. I want them to like learn the business, or learn about business through this. Like my dream is like the ice cream trucks with like all their friends having like a high school summer job, selling the ice cream or whatever. And it's like an
Wow.
entrepreneurship, It's like, have you seen Succession? So I'm trying to do the family
Literally.
legacy
Listen, that's the vibe I'm getting.
Well, considering they're moms, I'm sure they have business cards already.
They are very yes.
Yeah.
My daughter, they both are bosses, but I feel like she's got such like CEO vibes. Very
Oh, wow.
strong. Yeah, very.
You can tell it's inside.
Yeah. I could definitely spot
Raising
it.
young.
And we have Future Gin also, which we were pouring that day when I met you.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, that's why we were there. We were actually supposed to leave like after an hour and go camping, and then we couldn't leave. We just
a
shut
great
down the
party.
party. Yeah.
Great
Yeah,
party.
we needed that. We, led me to you. And then, I'm a commissioner also, City of LA Cultural Affairs. So that's, basically like the city arts, architecture, performance art. And I want to get into politics as my next chapter. So that's my,
You've got your hand in every kitty.
it's a lot going on.
Yeah,
Wow.
you really are touching everything.
This is a lesbian Jesus if I've ever met one.
Literally.
Yeah.
No, I'm not even kidding.
I don't
It's
even.
wild. And
I think
helps
I'm in love
children.
with you.
It helps children.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow.
Wow. This
Yeah.
has been thrilling.
It has. And it's honestly, you've opened our minds.
As much as you can.
Yeah.
Like
definitely.
I don't expect to,
Listen, you've moved the needle a bit,
Okay,
which I think
okay.
is,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, Mavericks do influence. That's what we do.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You have touched me for
Touch a lot
sure.
of things. Touch, except for the, the lines of touching.
Yes.
of
You
violence.
have metaphysically.
Yes.
Yeah. And metaphorically.
And
Yeah.
touch.
every multiverse.
Oh my God. Okay. Thank you so much, Natasha, for joining us. This has been a great pleasure.
The pleasure's been all mine.
Yeah. And I hope that you guys enjoyed. And Tallulah is not here, so I will absolutely say adios.
Adios.